works. Well, it's kind of working. Accidentally pushed the start button a moment before I wanted to. Didn't have my phone affixed where I needed it to in my car, and it was kind of shaking, and it was in my hands, and I wasn't feeling very confident about going live. But I think there are no accidents in life, and things do happen for a reason. So, although if there was a way to stop the countdown before my live hopped on, I might have pushed it. I couldn't find a way to stop the live. So I figured, let's roll with it. Hello, Julie Flanagan. Hello, Big Easy. Is it good morning? It is good morning, Julie. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hello, Lynn Julie, or as I wonder if it's Julie Lynn. Hello, Pamela Moreland, Rosa Aguilar, Mini-Me. Hey, I like that name. Mike. I talked about it the other day. I watched Wayne's World the other day, and somebody just came on named Mini-Me, and obviously that reminds me of the Austin Powers movies. And I'm old. I was born in 1968. I saw all these. I like to brag about when I saw, I don't know, Braveheart in the theater or something like that, because my wife, who was born 15 years after me, was often too young to see the movies that I refer to as see them in the theater. So I'm old. I saw Austin Powers in the theater, and at the time, I don't know that I appreciated it very much. And I might not need to give that another watch. Maybe I wasn't in the right place in my life or space in my mind, or I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the right place, because I don't know how much I loved it. But anyway, Jimmy, thank you for joining. James and Lynn Julie still hanging out. Sunflower Girl, that's such a nice name. Good morning, Jimmy. And good morning to all of you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Thoughts from the Gym. It's a little show I'm on my 5th month of doing. It's really a spinoff of my Coffee with Ken show that's kind of the heart and soul of who I am and what I do. It's a show that I started about 4.5 years ago, almost coming up on 5 years ago now. Kind of a journey, an expedition into life, into who I am, my feelings, my emotions, my ups and downs that I had in life. And 5 months ago, I realized I'd kind of letting myself get kind of soft and squishy. You know, I'm 6'2", so I carry my squishiness fairly well. But I thought I could feel better and look a little better, and I don't think it's really for vanity purposes, although I must admit, when I'm going to and from the shower, I look at myself in the mirror to see if I'm in better shape than I was yesterday. There's no doubt about that. I'll have you know, I don't think I looked in any different shape than I did yesterday. But anyway, I don't think it's as much for vanity purposes, but maybe a little bit. It's to feel better. And I know when I feel my muscles and feel the tiredness that is throughout my body right now, my mind moves a little slower and my anxiety is a little less, and I feel good. So anyway, I've been working out about 3 times a week for the last 5 months, and I'm into my 6th month now. Proud of my consistency, proud of the gains I've made, and how strong I feel, to be honest with you. I'm 55 years old, and I can probably bench press and lift in a bunch of different categories almost as much weight as I ever did, which kind of surprises me. Maybe not quite as much. But anyway, I feel good for where I'm at and the amount of effort I put in and the results I'm getting, quite honestly. Had a few thoughts for you today, since this is Thoughts from the Gym. First thought, wanted to mix it up today as hello, Lisa. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Fox One. Hello, 242 Resells, and Chris Romano, and Mystic, and Donna Ryder, and Melinda D. Thank you all for hopping on. I was heading to the gym today, and for the last probably 4 weeks, I'd done a very a similar exercise plan. workout routine every time, including the weight I was doing and the reps. And I made minor changes, but I thought I'd mix it up a lot or a little bit today. And although I did the same exercises, and my main exercises are bench press, the row, the lat pulls and curls, I wanted to do something a little bit different. And over the last couple of weeks, I've steadily gone up in weight each set, and I don't want to bore anyone that doesn't care about working out, but this is Thoughts from the Gym. I thought I should touch on this. So rather than increase my weights each time, today, I stayed at my warm-up weight, which is usually about 2/3 of the weight of my finishing weight, whatever that might be, depending on the exercise, and just did a heck of a lot of reps. And I was kind of curious what the difference would feel for me. And let me tell you, I think it might be harder. I think I might have worked my body closer to the max it could be worked out, because on the last set, which was my 4th set for each exercise, I was only maybe doing 8 reps instead of 20 where I started. But it was a light weight, and I was struggling with giving it all I could on a light weight. And honestly, my body feels really, really, really tired, but tired in a good way right now. So feel excited about that. And again, I don't have any specific goals. I'm hoping to have some fun and see some progress and feel good. I am hoping to lose about 10 pounds, which was my goal 5-6 months ago. And I got a couple things working against me over the last 5 months. One, I think I'm working out a lot and I'm getting stronger, and muscle, I've heard, this is my excuse at least, muscle weighs more than fat. So as my muscles grow, I don't know, my weight might grow as well. But the other thing that's working against me was my love of sweets and my binge eating. And not only my binge eating, but my regular eating as well. When you combine binge eating with regular eating, it's a really bad combination if you're hoping to lose weight. And I like to eat whatever I want. I've always been a runner. I used to run marathons. And when you're running 8-10 miles a day, your body's a furnace. You're burning, 1,200-1,500 calories a day just in exercise. So I could pretty much eat what I wanted, but that was 25 years ago, and I need to make some adjustments. But I realized I'd rarely experienced hunger. And I'm not talking about starvation hunger, but all my life, if I felt a little hungry, I'd go eat. I'd satisfied the void. And last Monday, and I'm going to call it a training regimen, not a dieting regimen, because in my mind, dieting has some negative connotations. I think a diet is something you do for a while and then you stop doing, and you lose all the gains you've made. But a training regimen, at least I don't know the definitionally it means anything different. I feel better about calling it part of my training, that I'm training my body to digest the excess unneeded fat, for lack of a better word, I have in my body, and train in my mind to appreciate the feelings of hunger. And again, I'm not talking about starving myself or doing any crazy dieting, but I realized I was kind of eating constantly, and it's easy to do. I got 2 little ones at home, so I'm feeding them kind of constantly. And if I was making them pancakes in the morning and I'd already had a bowl of cereal and a Pop-Tart or something, I might have a stack of pancakes as well. And after dinner, a couple hours later, I would realize there's a box of cookies or a tub of ice cream in there, and I felt the slightest bit of hunger, or even if I didn't, and I'd go ba 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 ba, and I'd eat a ton. And I don't want to stop. I want to eat whatever the heck I want, frankly. But I think, and I've talked about it before, I apologize if you've heard this before, if you train your body and your mind to appreciate the times of hunger, and instead of counting calories, you count the number of hours a day that you spend feeling hunger. I'm betting I'm going to lose a lot of weight. And I tend to do everything. I kind of dive in. I haven't seen any changes, although I haven't stepped on a scale, and I've only done it for a week. I'm guessing I can lose a pound a week just by trying to increase the number of hours a day I feel hunger. And I've been averaging probably about 5 hours a day, 4 hours in the morning, and maybe an hour or two at night. And I'll bet you I see some results and see some big results. And I'll bet you in 2 or 3 months, I'm going to have to make adjustments and start adding some calories during those hunger periods, because I bet you I shed a lot of weight. And again, I'm not looking to shed a lot of weight. I'd like to lose 10 or 15 pounds, maybe around the midsection, and make it easier on my, I mean, there's benefits to it. Carrying an extra 15 pounds is bad on my knee. I've talked about it before. I got knee issues. I'd like to be able to do pull-ups and feel good about it, and lifting an extra 15 pounds every time I get out of bed or do a pull-up or move my body doesn't help me at all. So, yeah, no, I'm looking forward to seeing the results and seeing where I can go. So, Carol Moore, thank you so much for following the Live Creator. If anybody's new here, this is called Thoughts from the Gym, and but it's really a spinoff of my show. I like to hop on live. I go live most days at different times depending on what the day is. Mondays and Tuesdays are kind of my weekend, if you will. I was a realtor for 17 years. I was a stockbroker for 10 years before that. I've done a bunch of random things, from waiting tables to managing a printing store to working as a stocking shelves at a super Target. And so I've done a lot of things. Right now, I'm focusing on I have 2 little babies at home, a year and 2.5. My older, he's 2.5, has Down syndrome. And I think I'm blessed in life to be given a second chance at fatherhood at 55 years old. And although life's not easy, staying at home with 2 screaming, crying babies that need attention, need their Sesame Street changed, or need fed, or need their diapers changed, or need to go to bed, or need to be picked up out of their cribs, I'm going to look back on these years, I believe, I don't know, it's hopefully the most important in my life, because I'm, helping form 2 little humans, and that feels good. Angela, hello from New York. Jimmy's asking if I tried the treadmill incline backward walk. No, I haven't. I might give it a try, because I would like to strengthen the muscles around my knee. I have some reasonably serious issues with my right knee after a career of running. Yeah, I'm not even able to, I can't, walking's kind of hard for me. And I was thinking about it, honestly. I was in college, I used to think, okay, I'll just say it. I used to think I had pretty dang good legs. I probably did have pretty dang good legs. I used to run all the time. I used to, I don't know, do sports, do all sorts of sports, and used to have pretty good muscular definition. But now I'm developing old man legs, also known as bird legs. And I noticed it while I was stretching today, either at the beginning or end of my workout, that my legs kind of look just kind of thin. And while thin might be better than fat, thin without any muscular tone, I don't know, isn't overly what I'm going for. So maybe I should try that, and maybe it'll help my knee, and maybe it'll get me, I don't know, feeling a little better about my bird legs. So I appreciate the thought, Jimmy, and I'll give it a try. Angela Marney, follow the creator. Well, thank you so much, Angela Marney. I think we picked up three or four people today, and that feels really good. Again, I was talking about it. I'm a stay-at-home dad, but I'm also an aspiring content creator. 4.5 years ago, I started this show. I share things fairly openly, from sobriety to anxiety, mental health, financial highs and lows, career successes and failures, and relationship troubles. And I kind of lay it out there, and in a way that many might not. And I think God blessed me with an ability to tell a story that seems to resonate with an audience. And it feels good doing it. And kind of think it's my calling. It's my calling. I don't make a heck of a lot of money on it, but I was thinking about it today. It's really not about the money. I still want to be a, whatever it is, successful content creator, but it's not about the money. For me, it's kind of about winning the game. And I don't know if that makes sense or it makes me sound like a jerk. I'm certainly not a jerk, but I am competitive. And I would like to see, I don't know, my page grow. It's fun. And I would like to make a difference. And I think that this is my tool with which I can make a difference, whether it's inspiring somebody to feel a little better about themselves, or maybe go to the gym, or maybe not pick up a beer tonight or drink a beer tonight. That feels good. And again, I think it's kind of my calling. So, but anyway, this was Thoughts from the Gym. I'm going to go. I'm going to hit Starbucks. I'm going to train my body and my mind to appreciate the hunger that's in my belly today. And I'll tell you, when I get done, at 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, I'm going to eat a huge meal. I'm going to eat whatever the heck I want. And it's going to feel really, really good. And let's see, Casey says, then you go on about money and beer, you're not a good example. Well, Casey, then that's okay. I'll just read exactly what Casey says. The God talk is a turnoff. Then you go on about money and beer, you are not a good example. Casey, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts, and that's okay. That's okay. You do you. You have the right to your opinion, and I think if you think I'm not a good example, there's plenty of people out there to watch. You can find an example that inspires you and touches you, and I would encourage you to do so. So I appreciate your honesty, and hope you're doing well, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And for anybody else watching, I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Julie Flanagan, thank you for hopping on. I hope your hip's doing well. I kind of have some questions about that for you at some point, and hear how it's going. But I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm coming at you just outside of Chicago. It's kind of a wet, drizzly day. And I'm looking forward to enjoying the rest of my day. And I hope you are as well. So hope you're feeling good. Hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.